ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदानये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। कालिन्दीतनतटया स्फुरदमन्दवृन्दावनं विहाय लवनाम्बुदं पुलिनपुष्पवाटिं गता दित अरुणा कपट सुपीतवास हरि तिरोहित निज छवि श्री गौरंग मीलति जयतां सुत पंगुर्मम मंदमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदां भुजौ श्री राधा मदन मोहन महाबोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसन प्रसदान्त सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थ सकल सुर सेवा वसरदौ जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराध लक्ष्य क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरंग मध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् प्रमद मदन लीला कंदरे कंदरते रचयति नवयूनो द्वन्द्वमस्मि नमदा इति कीलकलनाथ लग्न कस्य द्यौरमे निज निकट निवासं देहि गोवर्धन त्वम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र जी की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री इंद्रदेव महाराज की जय। श्री गुंडीचा महारानी की जय। श्री गुंडीचा मंदिर की जय। सपार्श्व सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय। जय सपार्श्व श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुंडीचा मंदिर मार्जन की जय। मार्जनकारी समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय। So again a very special day. It's called Gundicha Mandir Marjan, cleaning of Shri Gundicha temple. In Jagannath Puri, if you all have ever been to Jagannath Puri, you see the Jagannath temple is known as Nilachal, means Dwarika, where Lord of Universe Jagannath resides. And the Rath Yatra, which is tomorrow, the world famous, or universe famous, Triloki famous in three universe, Shri Jagannath Rath Yatra, the Lord of Universe, going to come and sit on his chariot. And how many people come there to participate in that? 5 to 6 million people. Jagannath Rath Yatra. But these are human beings, 5-6 million. But there are also demigods, 33 million demigods. We can only see human beings, but 33 million demigods, Gandharvas, all stages in alakshit way, means indirectly, they also come and participate in this. Even though we can't see them, they can see us. That's why I said universe famous Shri Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra. When we sit in our car, no one gathered to see us. How we look like when we are in car. But when the Lord of Universe sit on his cart, in his chariot, you see this what happens. 6 to 7 million people assemble, and many of them they get faint. How many of you ever participate or been in Rath Yatra in your life? Anyone? Oh, okay. Raspriya, Sarveshwari Mataji. In Jagannath Puri? I'm speaking about Jagannath Puri. I'm not speaking about any other Rath Yatra. Oh. Try to focus what I'm saying and try to come to Jagannath Puri and concentrate. Right now we are in Jagannath Puri. 5 to 6 million people. You've never been there. And if you go there, you will just see from the roof of any hotel or house, people just like ants moving on the road. You just see the heads. You can't see the entire body, the complete body. And you'll see many people fainting because of so much humid. That's external reason. But so many people, they are in love with Jagannath. Because this Anavastra day, these days, 21 days, when temple is closed, going to open tomorrow. Lord Jagannath is being served with only khichdi prasadam and some herbs because he's manifesting sickness pastime. Those who are in love with Jagannath and they only eat what Jagannath eats, they go through this 21 days, very, very austere 21 days. They don't sleep on bed, they sleep on ground, no sheet, nothing, no mattress, just on the floor. And just like Jagannath not eating good, these devotees also who are in love with Jagannath also eat once a day, only Havishyan. Means very liquid khichdi without spices and on the floor, not even plate. So they go through very severe austerities in those 21 days. So this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also very excited along with all his associates, welcoming those devotees headed by Sri Advaitacharya Prabhu coming from Sri Navdeep Dham. Mahaprabhu used to greet them with his own associates, greeting all those Vaishnavas at Atharanala, the outskirts of Sri Jagannath Puri. And Mahaprabhu pay obeisances. Sri Advaitacharya Prabhu pay obeisances. Both parties pay obeisances to each other. And Mahaprabhu individually is embracing each and every one. Why those devotees coming to Jagannath Puri? For Rath Yatra? No. They only coming to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to meet him. Rath Yatra is just an excuse. But the prime purpose is to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Their life invest in him. That's why I said, Jai Sthane Vaishnavgan, no. जे स्थाने नित्या नहीं से स्थाने ना जावो. Where my Gurudev is not present, I will not go that place. Everyone is coming to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If Gurudev, suppose in Vrindavan, when there is Rath Yatra in Jagannath Puri, you think devotees of Gurudev will go to Puri for Rath Yatra? No. We all stay back and stay with Gurudev. We don't know who is Lord of Universe. We don't know who is Jagannath. But we know our Gurudev. So those devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Navdeep Dham, they are closely related to Sri Mahaprabhu. That's why they are coming to Jagannath Puri. And they first of all come to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu used to ask them, have you been to Jagannath temple to see Jagannath? They said no. Mahaprabhu said, this is wrong. Then why you came here? Go and see Jagannath. Mahaprabhu is inspiring them to go and see Jagannath, whereas they are showing etiquette. First of all, we have to approach Mahaprabhu. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with all his associates start this chariot from Nilachal, means the temple of Jagannath considered as Dwarika. And they take these three chariots, Shri Baldev Prabhu, Subhadra and Shri Jagannath with Sudarshan Chakra. Around 3.5-4 kilometers. And they end up this at Gundicha temple, which is known as Sundarachal, means Vrindavan. So tomorrow, Shri Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Sudarshan Chakra, they're going to go Sundarachal, means Vrindavan, for some days, 7 days. And they will stay there in Vrindavan. Krishna told Lakshmi, I'm just going out. I'm always staying at home in palace. I just want to go out. And he came out. He comes to Vrindavan, stay there. And he's relishing those malos of Brajavasis, those love of Brajavasis. And then on 15th July 15th is Hera Panchami, means Lakshmi Devi. She's wondering why. Prabhu just said he's going to go out, but he's not returning. So she found out from her servants, and they said, Jagannath is in Sundarachal. Lakshmi became very angry. What? That's the nature. Huh? What is doing there? He's supposed to be here. Lakshmi wants to control Jagannath. And Jagannath already, means Krishna already controlled by love of Radharani. So can you control someone without love? No. Wherever there is love, everyone gets attracted towards that. The Lord of Universe gets attracted. So Lakshmi Devi going to come, that's on 15th. And she break the chariot. She becomes so angry. But what is the importance of this tithi today? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with all his devotees, they are going to Sri Jagannath Puri, Sundarachal means Gundicha, to make Gundicha temple clean. Because Mahaprabhu, being Krishna in the mood of Radharani, wants to make Krishna sit on the chariot of his heart, means asana of his heart. Prior to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, king used to send his servants to clean this Gundicha temple. But since Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri, he took over this service. And with all devotees, he go and perform Sankirtan and cleaning Gundicha temple. And then after that, following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu in his remembrance, even to this day, all Gaudiya devotees, they go there, and even local devotees from Jagannath Puri, Uriya people, they also come and clean Sri Gundicha temple, mostly Gaudiya devotees, following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They clean Gundicha temple. We used to go every year to clean this. So, the day before Rath Yatra, devotees observe this festival of Gundicha Marjan. That means the cleaning of Gundicha temple outside and also inside, so that not even a tiny spot of dust or dirt will be left. Mahaprabhu is making sure that Gundicha temple should be clean. Why we call this Gundicha temple? Because King Indradyumna in Satyuga, he made that Jagannath Puri temple, which we see now, that's from Satyuga. And similarly, he also made one temple by the name of his wife called Gundicha. Her name was Gundicha Maharani. So King Indradyumna made this temple and named after his wife, and that's why we know this temple by the name Gundicha temple. Mahaprabhu is cleaning outside and inside. Mahaprabhu did this himself, and thereby he instructed us through his teaching that we should clean Gundicha temple. What is the purpose behind this? Mahaprabhu is Jagat Guru, and Guru means one who teaches by his own example. And that's the first teaching of Mahaprabhu. What is that? Cheto darpana marjanam bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam Shreya ke vikachandrika vitranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam punamrita swadanam sarvatma sanapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Cheto Darpan Marjanam. Just by performing Krishna Kirtan, Sankirtan, the very first step is cleansing of the heart with those impurities. Throughout the year, this Gundicha temple remains empty. No one goes there. So I have so much dust and dirt. We used to go see every time. Other than Rath Yatra, all dust, webs everywhere. What is that mood? That mood is Vrindavan without Krishna. What happens to Vrindavan without Krishna? Separation mood. All trees have no leaves, no fruits. Birds are crying. Everything is quiet. Looks like no one exists. There is all curfew in the whole Vrindavan. Everyone is just locked down in the separation of Krishna. And everyone having a new variant. Separation of Krishna. They don't want to come out. So that's why Gundicha temple remains very quiet and dirty. But now Krishna is coming. Means Jagannath is coming to stay 7 days. So Mahaprabhu is showing to his devotees, we have to clean this temple to make Krishna sit here. In other words, cleaning the heart to make Krishna come and sit in our heart. And this also happens when we saw at the time of Srila Gurudev, even Srila Bharati Maharaj Ji, Uh, when the host, different cities, when they come to know Gurudev is coming, and they start cleaning the house, 7 days, 10 days prior to Gurudev arrival, Srila Bharati Maharaj arrival, cleaning each and every corner, roof, fans, everything, not a single speck of dust. And this used to happen when Gurudev, when I was in Mathura, Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math Brahmachari, speaking about year 2001, 2002, all the way till 2010, whenever Gurudev used to come from his tour, preaching tour, all brahmacharis, grasthas, ladies, everyone, just cleaning each and every room, each temple hall, every corner, just like a Gundicha temple, cleaning Gundicha, cleaning Vrindavan temple. Why? Gurudev is coming. A lot of Sankirtan was there. So in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also focused on Sankirtan. Your heart should be befitting seat for Krishna. So what is the tattva? The mystery behind Gundicha Marjan Leela. What is that? Those devotees who are serious and very eager to have Krishna seated in their heart should understand this teaching and they should act accordingly. You know, the first requirement is to make your heart clean, spotless. Very first thing, because even though Paramatma is sitting in the heart, but Paramatma is only witness, he's not speaking. The glory of bhajan is to make Krishna come and sit in the heart. As the third verse of Chatushloki Bhagavatam, Yatha Mahanti Bhutani Bhuteshu Cheshanu Parvishyani Pavishyani Tatha Tesham Na Teshavam. Just like five elements, earth, water, sky, fire, etc. Either, they are present in every human body, in every living being, but they also have their separate entity. Krishna is saying, similarly, I present in everyone's heart as Paramatma. But Krishna present in the heart of his devotees. That's why Krishna is the wealth of the devotees. So those who are serious and very eager to have Krishna seated in their heart, from Paramatma, who is part and parcel of Krishna, to make the Lord of Prem, Krishna sit in the heart, should understand this teaching and they should act accordingly. The first requirement is to make your heart clean, free from the slightest tinge of material thinking and material desires. Oh, that's very heavy. Krishna will not come sit in the heart when the heart has so many spots. Means heart has so much full of material thinking and material desires. So is it that simple to get out of material desires and material thinking? Not at all. That's why our journey is from material consciousness to Krishna consciousness. When a vision becomes so pure that we see Krishna in all our dealings around us. Even if any suffering or problem coming to me, Tatyanukampa susvikshamano bhunjane vatma kritam vipaka. Oh, this is because of Krishna being merciful on me. And this is by my own activities. Jahan jahan netra pade taha Krishna sore. Where we see everywhere the presence of Krishna. Even this material world, even materialistic people, they are serving the energy of the Lord, but external energy, not internal energy. They are serving Maya Devi, and Maya Devi is external energy of Lord. So journeys from external to internal in the jurisdiction of internal energy, not in the jurisdiction of external energy. So the slightest tinge of material thinking or material desire, that's a spot. When the heart is spotless, and sparkling like crystal clear, then Krishna will happily sit in our heart. We don't have to invite Krishna. He will just come by himself and sit in the heart. As Krishna proclaims in Bhagavatam, Sadhu hidimayam, sadhu hidim tamham, mad anatta na jananti, naham te bhrom managapi. I reside in the heart of sadhus, and sadhu resides in my heart because they have binding me in their heart. My nirbadh hidaya sadhu samdarshinam, vasya kurvanti mad bhaktaya sadpatni satpati yatha. Just like a chaste wife controls by her love the chaste husband, similarly my chaste devotees, yeah, they make they bind me in their heart. So Krishna will immediately come, and by himself he wants to come and sit in the heart because he got attracted. Even though Krishna is all attracted, but the heart becomes so qualified to attract Krishna because the heart is full of that bhakti, which is the nature of that bhakti is Shri Krishna Akarshnicha. Shri Krishna Akarshnicha attracts Krishna. That's why the word says, Atha Shri Krishna Madi na bhaved grajyendriye seva mukhe hi divado swayam mein srute mana. We, with our senses, we can't understand, realize Krishna. But when the senses, especially the tongue, sevan mukhe hi jivado. Jivado means jiva, tongue and all other senses. When they are chanting, glorifying, remembering Krishna, it makes our vision so clean and crystal clear, even more than crystal clear. Crystal clear is just one, can say, okay, beginning of a positivity. But something more than crystal clear is adding on Krishna consciousness in that clearness. So your heart should be befitting seat for Krishna so that he will remain there eternally. And what he's going to get there? Receiving pleasure there. Everyone wants pleasure. Even we want pleasure if we going somewhere. But Krishna is not sitting in each and everyone's heart because Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakalai Ashant. Those who are running after material desires and liberation, they are Sakalai, all of them, they are Ashant, restless. Krishna Bhakt Nishkam Ataiva Shant. Krishna Bhakt is Nishkam, with no desire, only desire to serve Krishna. That's why the word Anya Vilashita, Shunyam. The heart which is not just devoid of other desires, but heart which is full of Krishna Anushilanam. This is what Mahaprabhu is teaching with this example. Mahaprabhu is cleaning the temple with his own cloth. The day before Rath Yatra, Mahaprabhu went with many of his devotees to Gundicha Mandir. We see our acharyas also. We used to follow them. While chanting Hare Krishna means Mahaprabhu doing Sankirtan there. No one is just saying, come here, come there. But everyone is just chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. They're getting water in the pots. Mahaprabhu wants to do this. And King Pratap Rudra said to his ministers, whatever Mahaprabhu needs, I will supply. There should not be any shortage of supply. So many brooms and so many earthen pots were being supplied to devotees. And Mahaprabhu is getting this water from nearby Sarovar, a pond called Indudyum Sarovar. Everyone is bringing those pots of water and spreading everywhere, cleaning the whole Gundicha temple. It's not fun. One time, if you all go and join this, if you survived being there, because you can have four hands if you leave your body there. Demigods see anyone leaving body in Jagannath Puri, they immediately get four hands. You understand the meaning? You go to Vaikuntha. But anyway, it's a very special. Sometime, if you're very strong, only and only then you can do this. Or if you're in love with Jagannath, can you do this? Otherwise, weak person, finish. Ah. Even following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu, even today, we did this. Vishwala Gurudev, Srila Bharati Maharaj Ji, ah, getting water from that nearby pond again and again, running there, getting water and spreading all over. And with his brooms, we cleaning, with cloths, with our cloths, cleaning the temple. Mahaprabhu did this. And no one is just speaking, hey, bring water, throw water here on that wall. No, everyone is Krishna, Krishna. I'm speaking about the time of Mahaprabhu, 500 years back. Everyone is Krishna, 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 Krishna. They're indicating only by speaking Krishna, Krishna. Many devotees got this opportunity to have Mahaprabhu's Charnamrit. Mahaprabhu is running here and there and inspecting everything. Inspection. He was also cleaning and also doing inspection. Devotees find this good opportunity, and wherever Mahaprabhu is stepping on water, Mahaprabhu is not acknowledging this, not seeing this, and they are drinking that water. That's Charanamrit, and feeling so blessed. You see? But one devotee, he came right in front of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with pot of water and thrown on his lotus feet with a mood to get Charnamrit, and he trying to drink Charnamrit. Mahaprabhu became angry and upset. Hey, stop it! Internally, Mahaprabhu was pleased because he's not doing wrong. Internally, he's so pleased. He's getting Charnamrit. He's not doing any wrong. But Mahaprabhu wants to give this lesson and teaching to everyone that in Vishnu Mandir, one is not supposed to drink someone's Charnamrit, only Supreme Lord. Mahaprabhu is teaching by his own example. So Mahaprabhu became little upset, internally satisfied, externally upset. And he called upon Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami. And Mahaprabhu told, take care of your Gaudiya. That means all Gaudiya devotees, they are under, who is their leader? Sarup Damodar Goswami. They serve under him, who is Lalita Sakhi. In the pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, everyone serves under Lalita Sakhi. And Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he writes what? Lalita Sakhira Ayogya Kinkari Vinod Dhori Se Pai. I am the most unqualified maid servant, Kinkari of Sri Lalita Sakhi. So Mahaprabhu told Sarup Damodar Goswami, take care of your Gaudiya. And Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami pushed that devotee to show to Mahaprabhu that, oh, I'm chastising him. But he's so satisfied. What he has done is correct. But he's just pushing him. All these pastimes happening there. Sri Advaitacharya Prabhu's son, Gopal. Mahaprabhu asked Gopal to dance in Sankirtan. And after Sankirtan, Gopal fell unconscious. Sri Advaitacharya Prabhu became so worried. And he's checking if he's breathing or not. and he found that there is no breathing. Sri Advaitacharya Prabhu became so overwhelmed. And Mahaprabhu came running and placed his hands on the chest of Gopal. Hey Gopal, get up, boy. And receiving the touch of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus hands, Gopal woke up. And everyone saw this miracle. You see? So everyone is chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, doing Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu engaged everyone in cleaning firstly the outside and then inside of Gundicha. Yeah, there are many, meanings, deep meanings behind this. So they first completely cleansed the outside of the compound where there were thorns, pebbles, dust, dry grass, and all kind of dirt. So each and every of this word is compared to anarthas in the commentary of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. What all were there? Thorns, pebbles, dust, dry grass, and all kinds of dirt. What is thorns? What are pebbles? We'll hear some other time. Many devotees were bringing water from Indudham Srovar, and they were cleaning with brooms, and everyone kept the dirt they had collected in piles. Mahaprabhu would come to see who had collected the most dirt. And anyone who had collected most, Mahaprabhu would praise him. Yes, he has done nice work. And Mahaprabhu would chastise whoever's pile of dirt was small or had not cleaned properly. Mahaprabhu used to chastise, and Mahaprabhu's chastisement is sometimes indirectly. If Mahaprabhu is saying anyone is not doing correctly, cleaning not correctly, Mahaprabhu used to say, "Oh, you're doing good. Teach others also that you're supposed to do like this." So that was indirect chastising. Then the devotees cleaned inside the temple with brooms, with plenty of water to clean everything so nicely. Mahaprabhu himself cleaned and wiped the floor with a dry cloth with his own yog patta, means with his own utriya. Mahaprabhu is with his own utriya is cleaning, making it sparkle like crystal, so clean. With his own cloth, Mahaprabhu cleaned the Simhasan where deities of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Devi were to sit. Yeah, there are three, Vedis, the three Singhasan. If you go inside the temple, foreigners cannot go there. So I'm just explaining three Singhasan where Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra were to sit. Mahaprabhu with his own utriya cleaning again, and again. Every spot of dust or dirt had to be cleaned away, Mahaprabhu said. Otherwise, Lord will not appear there. Mahaprabhu, what is the meaning of all this? Pebbles, thorns, grass, dirt. For one who is very serious and very eager to understand how to make Krishna sit in the heart, to understand this mystery, yeah, Gundicha Mandir Marjan has been explained. There are four kinds of anartha. Means material desires. What are four kinds of anarthas? Material desires, bhukti, desire to enjoy the material world, mukti, liberation. So Bhukti means enjoying the material world, and mukti means desire for liberation. Hmm. This is the first anartha. The second anartha is hide daurbalya, means weakness of the heart. What is that weakness of the heart? The weakness of the heart is known as kutinati kapatte, means duplicity, means a duplicitous person known as kapti. He has so much envy and he's not a simple heart person. One who has so much duplicity and envy and always run after name, fame, and adoration cannot get attachment to Krishna. Very important to know this. This is deep rooted in us in gross and in subtle ways. This is duplicity. Running after what? Name. I should get good name in my society. Everyone should praise me. Even it happens in even small things. Even in the what to speak of the population of the world, even in small towns, small village, and even in small gatherings. Let's say even if 10 people are there in one gathering. So there's always something that I should become the point of attraction of everyone. I should get some adoration from everyone. Everyone should come and praise me afterward. Oh, you did great job. You spoke very good Harikatha. Oh, you singing so nice. You playing Mridanga very good. You're cooking that good. Each and every point. Because right in the beginning, our mood is not to please Krishna, but to please my surroundings. This is the problem. That's why this is called weakness of the heart. This is one anartha. The mood is not there. Right in the beginning, the mood is not there to please Krishna. Are Baba, imagine if we have this mood of pleasing Krishna, what will happen? The blessings will come from Krishna. But if the mood is there only to please my surroundings, my friends, my relatives, my known, oh, once they get happy and they will give me so much adoration. That's it. Such small area, such small area of one's uh, desire to get name and fame. This small area. Whereas Pratishtha runs after pure devotees. When everything is done for the pleasure of Krishna, Krishna acknowledges that. And definitely he's going to give reward for this. Maybe it cannot be simultaneously, spontaneously present that moment, but later some other time, because that's acknowledged by Krishna. So because of this anartha, Hidya Daurbalya, one becomes so much envy and develop duplicity because the mind is running after name, fame, and adoration, by which one cannot get attached to Krishna. Rather, he is attached to things or objects other than Krishna. Krishna Riter Vastu. These are called weakness of the heart. Everyone have this. Now the third anartha is aparad, offenses. And there are four main types of offenses. Nam aparad, Vaishnava aparad, Swarup aparad means offenses towards deities, and Seva aparad. amongst all these aparadhs, Vaishnava aparadh is very, very terrible, means difficult to overcome. Hari sthane aparade, tare hari naam. Toma sthane aparade, nahi kare naam. If we perform offense to Krishna, then by chanting Harinam, by performing stutis, it can be easily taken care of by Krishna, by Gurudev. But any offense towards Vaishnavas, Krishna cannot protect us. That's very, very dangerous. यदि ये वैष्णव अपराध उठे हाथी माथा, उपाड़े व छिंदे शुके जाए पाता. Chaitanya Chaitamrit. It's like a mad elephant who enters in a very beautiful garden and uproot all beauty, means beautiful flowers, creepers, etc. Just uproot everything, spoils the whole garden because of Vaishnava. Aparadh is like that. Offenses towards devotees, criticizing them without knowing anything, just blah blah blah, whatever. In India, we say, in India we say there is no tax. Huh? Whatever we speak is free of cost. There is no tax from government, and that's why there is no control, no regulation. We have taxes for, crossing red lights, etc. There's so much, what do you call it? Fine for that. But for speaking, there is no fine. Just go ahead, speak whatever you want. I understood like this. Oh, he understood like this. And then rumors start. So funny. I saw one video last year. It was in Malaysia. There was a teacher explaining, Malaysia or Indonesia, I forgot now. A teacher explaining how the rumor spreads. So he put 10 person in a row and they can't see each other. They are standing behind each other. The teacher comes. There's a game also I heard in America. They said this is one kind of game. I'm not familiar with this. But anyway, the teacher comes. Their teacher, the guy, the trainer comes to the first person and he gave one indication. Indication is he just did like this. And he had to pass on the message to someone who's behind him. I mean, in front of him, sorry. Pass on the message person who's in front of him. So he goes to the lab. So he just do like this. He understood according to what his capacity or his qualification. So he passed on this message to other one. He's saying, not here. He says, little up. Means some third problem. I'm going to the third person and the fourth person. And from here, it goes here and goes here. And he did like this. Means he is, what is doing? He's just scratching his nose, His nose, sorry. Anyway, in short, when it comes to the first person who was right in the first one, the message from here means he wanted to say, the trainer, if you don't follow me, I will cut your head. And the message, after going through so many people, the first person who was standing there, the trainer asked him, what message you received? He said, salute. So from here to here to here to here, and goes to here. You see, this is how the message gets diluted, and the rumor starts with something which is not real, fabricated, understood. Oh, really? It happened? Acha. Oh. Hmm. Then a person will tell his friend, you know what happened? There was a storm. Yes, I also heard. Only one person died. When he said, you know, there was a heavy storm. Yeah, so many trees. I heard 50 people died. Really? And in 1 week, you come to know that 100,000 people died. So, Vaishnava Prad. The fourth anartha is misconception of the truth, which is like Tattva Brahm, means misconception of Tattva, means truth. As Rupa Goswami Pad told in Bhakti Sami Sindhu, so Tattve, Paratattve, Sadhan Sadhu Tattve, means Swa Tattva Brahm, illusion about who am I, uh, who is Krishna, what is Sadhya and Sadhan, Tattva. So, in other words, I'm not going detail today because we have another program. One may have misconceptions about Jeev Tattva, about Krishna Tattva, about Sadhya Sadhan Tattva, and about many other Tattvas. This is called Tattvad Brahm, and it is the last of these four types of anarthas. Unless one is completely free from these anarthas, his heart will not be clean. That's why faith is the foundation of everything. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad said, Ado Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangaha Atha Bhajan Kriya Tato Anarth Nivrittihi Syat Tato Nishta Ruchis Tatha. You know, in Bhakti Swami Sindhu, the first requirement one must have is Shraddha. Drid Vishwas, Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kahe Sudhir Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kritta Hai. The firm conviction that by performing Krishna Bhakti, I have achieved all other practices. Strong, unflinching, and unshakable faith in the words of Sadhu, Shastras, Guru, and Krishna. This is Shraddha. If we have no faith, then there is no foundation. That's why Adha Shraddha. A building cannot stand without a foundation. How will the building stand? Otherwise, it will collapse, and we only be building castles in the sky. You see, recently this happened in Florida. One building collapsed. I don't know the reason, but everyone is saying maybe the foundation is not strong. There's so much water there underground. The whole building collapsed. Being technologically so advanced with all laws and all regulations, but still this happened. You see. So faith is the foundation. Strong, unflinching faith in the words of Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, and Krishna. This is the teaching of Mahaprabhu. First is Shraddha, Vishwas, and then Sadhu Sangha. That means accepting Guru Padashraya, taking shelter at the lotus feet of pure devotee of Krishna, who is Gaur Priya Jan, a dear devotee of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Accepting Diksha from such a Guru Dev, and then start serving him, following his instructions. So there are many more points to mention, but my time is up, and I have some couple of devotees waiting for me. I have to see them, and then again we have program in the evening here. Anyway, but uh, we respected this tithi by hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Kaviraj Goswami narrated the cleaning of Gundicha temple. So just by hearing this, uh, it gives us inspiration to clean the mirror of our heart, which is also full of stones, pebbles, dry grass, and dirt. There's so many Nishidachar, Kuti, Nati, so many details. Srila Prabhupada gave elaborate explanation of all what each and every uh, pebbles and stone meaning here. Okay, we will hear sometime again. I'm keeping up here for today. And tomorrow we have a very busy schedule. It's Rath Yatra and it's Sankirtan day. You all must do Sankirtan in your neighborhood. Even if it is 2%, just go out, chant. Even if it is one block, just go around, come back, respecting this World Sankirtan Day, July 11th. It's Rath Yatra day. And if you have Lord Jagannath, and if you can't arrange Rath Yatra, just take Jagannath on your head and just go around 2 streets, 3 streets, 1 block, 2 blocks, or the complete city. How much, as much as you can, remembering Sri Jagannath Rath Yatra from Jagannath Puri. So that's tomorrow, and then day after tomorrow is my traveling day. I'm leaving from here. It's 5-hour drive. If I get connection, I will come on screen. Otherwise, see you all on Tuesday. But you must come Monday. There's great possibility because I'll be in car. There's great possibility I will speak Harikatha there. And chanting. सपार्श्व सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय, श्री गुंडीचा मंदिर की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल, श्रील गुरुदेव की